Welcome back. This is Sports Extravaganza. My name is Tony Kwalanda. Keep on sending your feedback. Thank you for staying with me from 4 p.m. We have a very simple question of the day. Kuna watu karibu 4 washatumiwa airtime. Niko na zingine mingi sana. We're asking you, what is your message for junior starlets who are back from the FIFA Women's Under-17 World Cup? Call us on 0795 045 864. WhatsApp us, 20-second WhatsApp video clip, 0793 267 279. 20 seconds WhatsApp video clip, and then you stand a chance of winning yourself airtime. Tunatuma direct kwa hiyo namba ya WhatsApp. Teke, atucheki, atubanduki. Then of course we shall be sharing them at the end of this show. Uko ma 640, ma 650, tukipatiana awards zingine. Right now, I of course have this honor and privilege of welcoming my very good friend who we try every time to work on our handicap, to work on it either upwards or downwards, depending on the season. I have the the founder and the CEO, the Chief Executive Officer of Young Entrepreneurs Network Golf, in short known as Yen Golf, Bwana Kamau Nyabwengi. Karibu sana TV47. Najua tumekutana forums mingi huko nyuma, but sasa nimezunguka nimerudi nyumbani. Karibu TV47. This is the home of Radio 47 and of course under the umbrella of Cape Media Limited. Karibu sana.
Right, asante sana.
Umeona na sisi ni majirani yako tu hapa.
Yes. Really nice place.
Asante.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, appreciate. Unaona mashini yako umeweka, unaona parking, tuko na parking kubwa for all sorts of machines. Yeah. Karibu sana Kama. It's good to see you. Pole sijakuja golf kucheza, but you understand. Na najua unashangaa nimenona aje. I want to beat you in your own game.
Really?
Come on, of course, Young Entrepreneurs Golf is where you, as someone who does not know golf, can just basically walk to Windsor Golf Hotel and Country Club and ask for Yen Golf or ask for Kamau, and then the rest will be history. Kamau, just in short, where are you with Yen? I know so far you've done so many trainings, so many, how do you call them? Umefanya events mingi as well. Tumefika wapi?
Bado tunaendelea.
Yes.
Bado tunaendelea.
Yes.
So we still train people at Windsor. We also now have an option of Royal, starting next Saturday actually. Right, so we've been doing it for the longest time at Windsor. We are still doing it there. But for the guys that might be coming from this side of town, we gave them an option so that they don't have to come all the way to Kiambu Road, right? So it is still an 8-week program.
Yes.
Both at Royal and at Windsor.
Yes.
Where we teach you the basics of golf. Yes. So when you come there, we assume you do not know anything. You might have prior experience.
Yes.
But sometimes people learn from maybe KDs or other people who play. They've been taught by other people who play. But with golf, if you already know that it's best if you're taught by a professional golfer. So true. We have one of the best professional golfers who is trained to teach at Windsor, Pro David Opati, who is the one who trains there. And then we also have Jeff Kubwa at Royal. Right? So, yes. And then I've been getting this feedback of when people, when they hear about Young, they ask, so how young is Young, right? So when Yen started as a networking platform,
yes,
about 15 years ago, and then we discovered golf about 7 years ago,
yes,
right? So of course, 15 years ago, even me, I was young, right? I can't say that I'm. Yes, so
we are young. Yes.
So, but right now, Yen Golf, what the young means right now is young in golf, right? Young in business, young at heart, So everyone is, is included, right? So when we say young, sometimes people might want to think, oh, now me, I'm off that category. But it's, if you are starting off the sport, we consider you young in golf, right? So, and it's also not for entrepreneurs only. It's also for professionals, right? Yes. So for entrepreneurs and professionals, we have separate programs for adults. We have adults for, the training for juniors also. So juniors for 6 to 12 years, especially when they are closing school, we have a camp for them where they come for 3 weeks. And then for the adults, it's every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in the afternoon from 2 to 3 p.m. That is at Windsor. And then at Royal, it's at 11 to 12 noon on Saturdays only, right? So basically what the program is about, yes, besides networking, right, is you learning the basics, right, of golf. You don't need anything. You don't need to be a member of any of those clubs that we train at or any other. You just walk in. So you see the same way you have dressed. Yes. You're dressed like your polo t-shirt, your khaki trouser, your sports shoes. You don't even need the golf shoes. You just need to tuck in. That's it. That's it.
I hope you're not correcting me on that.
No, of course.
And I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Yeah. Yes.
Yes. So yeah. So that's about it. So we.
So they just show up. Yeah. No. Like, what about golf kits? Because someone will be like, this golf club, these kits.
Yeah. So we make it very easy for someone who's interested to join because they don't have to buy the equipment. Right, so we provide the equipment for all the sessions. The equipment is a bit pricey. Yep. If you were to buy it and then you buy and then you don't end up playing, right? So we just first of all make it easy for you to pick your interest, learn the sport first, and then after you learn the sport, then you can decide, let me now invest in a set, right? Yeah. So we provide the equipment from the first session all the way to the last session. The green fee is included in the fee that you pay. We also the KD fee is included in the fee that you pay. So we make it very easy that just like you said, all that you just need to do is just show up with golf attire, which could be any polo t-shirt, any khaki trouser or short or skirt in the
under hat.
Yeah, actually we give you a cape. A cape we give you, so we give you a cape so that we can also just appreciate you joining the program.
Okay. Yeah. So someone, I'm just looking at, because most people fear golf clubs. Like golf clubs are like, hey, members only. So how do they access Windsor Golf Country Club? How do they access Royal? So someone can just, so mimi niamuke tu na have interest in golf, I walk to Royal, I say I just want to go yen or something.
Yeah, so we run cohorts. Which start either at the end or the beginning of every month. So like the cohort starting at Windsor is starting this weekend. Actually, one started this weekend as we speak. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So even today, I was coming from Windsor. We started one group today for the Saturday group. So that is the like the November cohort, because now going into November, yes, right? So and then yesterday we also had a group. So we have an option at Windsor of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So at from 2 to 3 p.m. Yes. So if someone is currently watching and they're in Nairobi and they're interested, they're welcome to come tomorrow. So for the first session, we'll offer it's an orientation session, right? Just for you to get an idea about how golf is played, the different types of clubs that are used, how we run the program, just to pick their interest, and then they can decide now to commit and sign up, right? So if anybody is listening and they're interested, they could just show up tomorrow at exactly 2 p.m. at Windsor, and then we'll take them from there. If they're interested in the other side of town, which is Royal, then that would be on Saturday, the 2nd of November, from 11 to 12. So just come as you are. We'll be able to guide you from there.
Indeed. Yeah. So Royal, now if you're on the other side of town, Royal is near you. Royal is, for those who know Royal, if you are near, I'm trying to give a very staki kutumia hospitali. Staki kuitumia. I like to use Coptic and golf in the same center. It's along Gong Road. Yes. That's where Royal Nairobi Golf Club is. that, as they're saying, on the 2nd of November from 11 to 12 p.m. If you're on that side and you're really interested in playing golf, in learning the basics of golf, or trying to see how golf, because golf is serious, and we want to, of course, as Yen Golf, they're promoting the sport. 2nd of November, and Oko. This weekend, just the week, Kamau Nyambwengi, the CEO and founder of Yen, is saying, as we speak right now, tomorrow morning, between 2 and 3 p.m. in the afternoon.
Yes.
The whole of the afternoon tomorrow, Sunday.
2 to 3 p.m.
2 to 3 p.m. You can walk to Windsor Golf Hotel and Country Club. It's along Kiambu. Unajua, go Windsor. Ukiweka kwa map, kwa simu yako, ama kwa Google Maps, itakufikisha Windsor. And then, of course, you can inquire for Yen Golf. They'll be able to assist you. You're just walking there. Kama umevaa hivi. Kama wewe ni boy umevaa hivi. And of course, that brings you to the next question. Ladies and men of which ages? We've mentioned about the 6 to 12 years. Na watu wazima. So, any age. Hata watu wa 70.
Yeah, actually, the oldest we've trained, he was in the previous cohort, is the 64-year-old man who retired, and he just decided, let me now pick up the sport because he has time. So it's for the adults program, we don't have an age limit as such. Of course, just from adults from 18 years all the way. We have come to find out that most of the guys fall in between, like an average. We did our statistics, and the average age is like about 33, 34, thereabouts. So guys in their 30s, 40s, that is the majority. But we also have younger, and we have also older. Right. But most of the guys fall in between the 30s and their 40s, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So so that is the adults program, and then for the juniors program, we have the juniors from 6 to 12 years.
Yes.
And then the teens from 13 to 17 years. So for them, we run a camp. Camp means that it's not that they are going to stay at Wilson. It's just that it's running like in it's running like consecutive days. So they come on a Friday, on a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for 3 weeks, right? So they come like from the 5th of November. So for 3 weeks, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for that's that 3 weeks that will be off school, just for both the teenagers of 13 to 17 years, yes, and the young ones from 6 to 12 years. And what you'll realize is that yes, when kids learn, especially at that young age, yes, golf is a sport that instills a lot of discipline, a lot of focus, and the kid grows up in a different way. Like their confidence and their self-esteem, is really boosted, right? From learning how to play. For the adults, the benefit is mostly networking. You know already that, yes, in the golf, in golf and in the courses, sometimes you might meet people that you might never have interacted with. You go to the tee and someone else is looking for a game, and you play with those people that you can only sometimes see or,
on social media,
and TV, right? That you will not usually ordinarily have an opportunity to interact with, right? So it's really good for networking, yes, really good for business, and we say that you come learn, and then once you learn, you use it for business and career growth.
Indeed, yeah, that's true. Of course, you've actually answered my question about benefits.
Yes,
but you could be having success stories.
Mm-hmm.
For, of course, since you started, mm-hmm, you said Yen was there for a decade, and now it's over a decade, 10 years.
So Yen.
So some success stories. How many have played? Who have you brought up? Where are they? What are they doing?
Okay. So in terms of like success stories, first of all, Yen, the networking platform, has been there for 15 years. But the Yen Golf program has been there for 7 years. Over the 7 years, we've trained more than 2,000 new golfers, right? So in a country that has about 20,000 registered golfers, we have trained like say 10%, right, of that, right? So new golfers over the 7 years that we've been in existence. Of these 2,000 golfers, many have gone out to become members in different clubs, right? So they take up membership in different clubs. We know for membership depends on budget and proximity to where you either stay or work, right? And then in terms of how good the players have become, I usually give an example of there's just the other day I met one of the guys that we trained.
Yes.
So right now we are recruiting for cohort 79. This guy was in cohort 51, right? He's called Simon Minor. Simon, since he started learning how to play, has become quite an avid golfer, and right now he's playing off handicap 9.
Wow.
Right, so and he actually cohort 51 was sometime last year, so it's less than 2 years, just maybe a year and a half, and this guy is already at cohort 9. Wow. I mean, sorry, it's at handicap 9. That is even better than, you know,
myself as well. I can imagine when we're playing good golf consistently.
Yeah, and he plays really good golf. The other day I just met him at Windsor. He was planning for a game. They were seated there with one of the top amateurs, actually the top amateur, Michael Karanga. So they were actually going to play with Karanga among other guys that, you know. Yeah. So like that is really encouraging. We also have guys that have achieved that I think so far of the ones that we have trained and know has the lowest handicap. Probably there are some out there that might have even lower handicaps than that, but in terms of like handicaps, you know, that is one of those achievements and the success that we've had with the training. The other is that all over in different tournaments, we've had a lot of young golf alumni winning tournaments, right? So just the other day, there's a lady who won a tournament from that was organized by, I think, Limuru Girls, the old alumni of Limuru Girls. We had another one who won some point in, like we have very, very many examples of people who went through our program and they are now, you know, playing golf and they are winning, you know, tournaments, you know, every other time. Okay, so that is really encouraging that somebody did not even know how to play, they learned how to play, and then, you know, they have come to that level where they are now playing competitively. Right? And then the other biggest benefit and success that we've had with this program is the networking aspect. We've had people who came to the program that did not know each other, and then they end up becoming either very good friends because, you know, from friendships a lot can happen, and also have exchange business. So from the alumni groups, we have every Friday we have marketing days where people can, you know, talk about the products, they can talk about their services or opportunities in their organizations. We have had a lot of people exchanging business from that forum, right? So business has been exchanged, people have made money from, you know, and also we've had other smaller offshoots of golf communities coming from what, you know, like from the groups and the courts that we train at Windsor. Can give you an example of a group called Club 67, which are guys who were in cohort 67. So after they trained, they went and formed their own community, quite vibrant, because every Friday they now choose a course to play, right? So like we really, you know, love seeing such things happening, because apart from, you know, them learning how to play, they form their own community, you know, they're advancing their own game in their own way, which is really encouraging.
Indeed. Of course, through that you just mentioned about if they're forming that group and they're having a Friday that they're discussing, or maybe every day are going to play golf, it means there's some sports tourism they'll be doing. So they'll decide, for example, let's go. How is that? Well, what have you heard from them? Because I'm sure there's a lot. And also adding to you as Yen, you've had a lot of tournaments that also you've organized. Yes,
so that's part of what we are engaging. So like from the smaller communities that I've mentioned, I don't know this other one, but they were in cohort 54, but I don't know what like they call themselves, but them, they travel, right? So every weekend they're going to play, you know, in clubs that are away from Nairobi, right? And then ourselves, what we do is once we have trained you, it only makes sense that you get exposure in terms of games, right? So we organize tournaments every month. Just last weekend, we had traveled to Kigali. We had a tournament there organized by us, just for the alumni. Okay, so we had quite a number of guys traveling there to play. And then last month before that, we had played at Windsor. The other month before that, we had played at VetLab. Next month, we are playing at Miga. So we have a tournament called Golf and Grill, where people just enjoy the golf and some nyama.
Have some nyama, but
yes. Yeah, in December, we have our grand finale at Muthaiga, right? And then in terms of tours, we usually every year we have like an out of town and then an out of country. So next year we're also taking people out to Cape Town to play there. Just encouraging, people to travel locally, like local tourism, and also visiting other places to enjoy the game. And as they do that, you get to meet people, you get to see places, you just get to just advance your skills in the game as you also just have fun, right?
Indeed.
Yeah.
Kamau Nyabwengi, the CEO and the founder of Young Entrepreneurs
Network.
Young Entrepreneurs Network Golf, or if you like, Yen Golf. Ile ameandika pale. It's based now at last time I checked, ilikuwa to Windsor Golf Hotel and Country Club, but now they have moved on. They have devolved. They're now at Royal as well, Nairobi Golf Club, to cater for those on the other side of Nairobi. For us who are on this side of Nairobi, we play at Windsor. And for the others who are on the other side, watu wa Ngong Road, wa huko Lavington, wa Kitengela, you all have that time, of course, to go to Royal. And just as you had, you basically just walk to Royal on the specific days, but clearly you just have to go visit their website. Mko kwa website, I'm sure. Mko kwa website, lazima muende muangalie. The website will give you all the information, what times, what areas. Just before I let Kamau to go, watu watauliza, kuna doo inalipwa? Kuna pesa inalipwa? Lazima watu walipe. Of course, you have to pay the fee. I mean, si ya bure, but ukijitetea tunaweza bargain.
Tunaweza wapea discount.
Yes, of course, there's a way, there are structured and rates.
Yeah, so people usually think that golf is very expensive, right? And that's what we want to dispel. To demystify the sport by just making it very easy for anyone who has an interest to first come and learn and then get membership. So you don't have to be a member, as we mentioned, for you to take part in the training, right? And then in terms of the cost, someone might think that they should pay 200, 500, however many hundreds of thousands. It's actually only 30,000. With 30,000 at Windsor, we'll train you over the 8 weeks. With 35,000 at Royal, we'll still train you at the same 8-week package. So there's nothing else that you pay apart from the 30,000. That 30,000 in some for
inaweza sound kubwa.
It might sound. I don't know how it sounds because we know the audience might be diverse, but if you look at it in terms of this weekend, right? And I know people go out there to have fun, right? And depending on where you go to have fun, right? That is something that that's an amount that you might use, over like 2 or 3 weekends, right? Depending on how, So, but this is something that you can, that's an amount that you can put on as an investment to learn a lifetime skill. Right, so I think it's very affordable, and in terms of how we also make it even further, make it even more affordable, is that we also have payment plans. You might not have all the 30,000 at once, but you can say, I have this amount, and let's start training, and then after a few weeks, as we are training you, because the whole idea is first come and learn, and as you're doing that, it's a very addictive sport. What it might, get to you, or it might not, right? But you don't want to spend with membership, with equipment, with all that, and then you end up, so we just ease you out into the sport pole, right? Yeah, so if somebody wants to sign up, they can also land on our website. So our website is yenafrica.net. And then you can also find us on Instagram, yen.gov. We have 2 accounts, yen.gov or yen.africa. We're also on X as Yen Africa. We are on Facebook as Young Entrepreneurs Network Africa, and also on LinkedIn by the same, Young Entrepreneurs Network Africa. If you just search YenGov on Google, I think we are the best training platform or academy in Kenya. You're going to be able to find us very easily.
Of course, it's true. The CEO, founder of YenGov, he's not the only one who does this. He has an entire team. And we've just rightfully heard the professional golfers that they work with. My very good friend, David Opati. Hello, kama umeniona David Opati. Fiti kabisa. And of course, Jeff Kubwa at Royal. Alikuwa Budhaiga, lakini sasa najua anapiga shughuli pale Royal Nairobi Golf Club. Of course, another pro that they work with. A host of other pros and amateurs who they work with to ensure that you learn golf. Kama itashindikana, at least ulilearn. So you know what to do. Thank you very much. Kama Onyebwengi. Endelea kupiga hiyo shughuli.
Yes.
Kesho muende Windsor. Enda Windsor, weka gari yako mafuta, enda Windsor. Enda ujifunze golf. You will thank me later. Thank you so much for making time.
Asante sana. Thank you very much for the time.
Anytime.
Right.
And of course, and the entire Yen team, shukran sana for the work you're doing to promote golf in and out of the country. This, of course, is a Sports Extravaganza. My name is Tony Kwalanda. Tunaenda break fupi sana. And then we'll be back. Most of you are asking me, Tony, jana tumesikia una trend sana, ulikuwa kwa presidential debate. Yes, I was hanging out with presidents and very serious and asking very pertinent and very important questions. In fact, if you missed the interview, it is on YouTube. On our YouTube channels, it's on Facebook, it's also on all our digital platforms, utazipata kule, where we interviewed 6 of those who will be vying for the presidential ballot on the 7th of December. So for now, we're taking that short break. Wacha mimi na director wangu Enonda, tutakufixia ka snippet kidogo ya hiyo debate, uone mbili tatu. Uone kina Shimanyu Latoto, kina Samo Chola, kina Toma Lila, kina Barry Otieno, kina Kempes, kina Chris Amimo walikuwa kwa hiyo mambo. After this break, don't go away.